There's a lot of disappointment in Norfolk over Nordstrom leaving town. We broke the news yesterday that MacArthur Center is losing one of its anchor stores. Now the city says they're excited for the new possibilities Nordstrom's vacancy opens up. The city manager is floating a lot of big ideas for that space.
Well, from an entertainment venue to apartments, 13 News Now reporter Allie Weatherton spoke with him about the future of downtown Norfolk.
Janet, City Manager Doug Smith says he's sad to see Nordstrom go, but he says there's a lot of opportunities for this space, but he says it won't happen overnight. After 20 years, Nordstrom is closing its doors at MacArthur Center. City leaders say they're not surprised.
We're going to look at this as glass half full, right? The reality is retail is changing nationally, internationally. So the way you buy your goods and services is just going to be different.
And Norfolk City Manager Doug Smith says change is exciting, especially because the Nordstrom's building is owned by the city. Smith says the store closing could open the door for new opportunities.
We can perhaps reuse the building with another anchor tenant. You could reuse the building with a couple of anchor tenants. You could completely transform the building. That it could be a residential use, it could be an office use.
He says the market will ultimately dictate what happens, but TCC Business Administration Professor Peter Shaw says it wouldn't surprise him to see offices in the 3-story space.
I could see going into that spot a high-tech software company. You got parking right next door for their employees. You bring in a software company, you bring in high salary jobs.
Shaw says the space is easy to locate, has quick access to the interstate and the airport. He thinks it's likely commercial developers are already looking at the space.
And if you bring in one that's successful, it's like a herd mentality. There'll be others that will be coming into this area.
As of now, city leaders say they have no set plans for this space behind me. As for Nordstrom, they plan to close on April 5th. Live in Norfolk, Allie Weatherton, 13 News Now.
A number of stores leaving MacArthur Center has other locations in Hampton Roads. Zales, Chico's, and Yankee Candle each have full stores in Greenbrier. Pottery Barn in Williams-Sonoma opened in Virginia Beach Town Center. If you want to shop at Nordstrom or Banana Republic, you have to go to Richmond to find those stores. Aveda has a salon in Newport News, but no stores within 100 miles.